flies into theaters this Friday, and our own David Plummer, producer and contributor, he sat down with the cast of the film, including Don Cheadle, who plays Tony Stark's sidekick, and Sir Ben Kingsley, who plays the evil Mandarin. Let's watch.
I'm here on a mission, fighting bad guys.
Okay.
Nice to see you.
Missed you too.
One of the keys of this movie is the relationship between you and Tony Stark, your character and Tony Stark. So do you have a similar relationship with him off camera? Did you guys do a lot of bonding, while trying to prepare for this movie?
It was something that just sort of happened naturally, We have a natural affinity for one another and get along well, and it's something that finds its way into the characters and our portrayal of the characters and sort of the way we just worked throughout the entire thing, this one and the last one too. So it was nice to be able to, bring that back and actually push it to the next level.
And I also think, another thing people love is there's a lot of comedy in these movies, and in the film they change your character from War Machine to the Iron Patriot, and what I loved is the fact that this is kind of winking at Hollywood a little bit with the whole focus groups, mention. And do you think that's one of the keys to why this movie works, is because it sort of does have fun with itself?
Well, I think a movie like this, were to take itself very seriously, I think it would just be a lead balloon. People know what it is. We go to these movies to be entertained, to have a couple hours of escapism and forget about everything we've been, seeing in the news, and just to go into that theater with a bunch of people and have the lights go down and dream for a minute. So it's nice to have the opportunity to be in a movie that can really be a fun ride.
And you're a grown man, but it's gotta take you back a little bit and be a pretty big thrill to put that suit on.
I think the bigger thrill is taking it off at the end of the day. but it's great to have all these toys, and what I really enjoyed mostly in this one was all the stunt work, to work with the team that was top notch, and that's really the kid part of it that gets to play out, the running and jumping and fighting.
Okay, and we know there's going to be an Avengers 2 coming up, but if there's an Iron Man 4, where would you like to see Rhodey kind of go from here?
I think maybe stepping a little further away from home base. I wonder what it would be like if he weren't in the military and still had the suit. If he's discharged for some reason, either. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of places it could go.
And my last question: if you could choose one superpower, if you were ever able to choose a superpower that you could have in real life, what would it be?
It would probably be something that I couldn't say on camera.
Really? All right. Well,
my parents are still alive.
Okay, well, we'll leave our audience guessing on that one. Thank you so much.
Some people call me a terrorist. I consider myself a teacher. Lesson number 1. Heroes. There is no such thing.
So how much of the Marvel Universe were you really aware of before doing this movie? Did you have to do a lot of research on it beforehand?
In a sense, I think, although this might sound a bit paradoxical, I'm not aware of the Marvel comics at all. Being a Brit, I was brought up on British comics that are quite different from the wonderful Marvel franchise. So I only really became acquainted with the whole genre when I watched Iron Man 1 and 2, which I completely loved, and then watched Avengers. I love the way that this great team have stylized the Marvel comics into a trilogy of films, each one of which is instantly recognizable. As soon as an audience, I'm sure you must have felt it at the screening, that as soon as the audience is seated and the credits begin, you think, yes, here I am. I'm going to be looked after. I'm in confident hands, and I'm going to have a great ride. And I think their style is really a huge factor in the success of these films.
Your character is so evil in the movie, and I think one of the things that makes it work is your stare. You've got a great stare that makes it feel like you're looking right through somebody. I've been working on it. Can you tell me how I'm doing here with my evil stare?
Well, I think that the evil stare comes from the fact that the person with the stare is completely indifferent to what you think of him, and that's very worrying, because all of us are a little bit needy. And to meet someone who's completely lacking in that need, it's a little bit off guard.
I'm trying. I'm really trying. Well, Sir Ben, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Practice it on your colleague.
I will do that. Thank you so much.
I was wondering why he's been staring at me.
Yeah, not so much with me. He cares what I think.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, David. Iron Man 3 hits theaters this Friday. Coming up next, we're talking wedding decor, and you get to decide. And then later, we have Bowman Bricks in the kitchen. We'll be right back.
Are you watching for the secret word? You may be off to Toronto. Keep watching. We could be calling you.